everyone. Welcome back to another Tech Talk session with me in this cold winter weather. I'm your host from Tech Jobs Fair, and I'm super excited to introduce you all to our special guest today, Miss Irina Veligan, who has over 10 years of experience working with global tech companies listed on the S&P 500. She is internationally certified coach and mentor. So, hello, Irina. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
Hello, hi Tripti. Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm super excited and I would like to share some tips with the audience.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, our title says it all. It's already exciting because everybody wants to know about the tech market and how is it going. And of course, for our job seekers, they always appreciate good tips from our speakers, in terms of how they can enhance their career, right? So, yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to the session. But yeah, before we dive into the conversation, the questions, how about we take some time for you to tell us about your journey in the industry so far by yourself. And yes, just take us through a little bit.
Of course. I'm digital and e-commerce professional with over 10 years experience in the tech industry. I started as the e-commerce specialist in a big FMCG company in one market, and then I moved to the another market and extended my responsibilities. And my last position, I was responsible for the 23 markets for the Central and Eastern Europe for the mobile app and the e-commerce platform. Then I moved to another industry. So I moved to the cybersecurity company, and now I'm based in Czech Republic and working in a big cybersecurity company here. And alongside with my corporate journey, I also have international certification as a coach and mentor.
Mhm.
And I have my own practice where I help digital and IT specialists to move abroad because I've already, as the expat, I moved 4 times and
Ah,
lived in 4 countries.
nice.
So I really feel them when they need to find
Yeah.
a job abroad and how it's difficult, especially now in very challenging job
Yes.
market. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that's about me. And the last thing is that I'm the proud mom of the 2 months old baby girl. So now I'm on
Oh,
maternity leave. Yeah, but anytime when she allows me, I can work as a coach remotely. So that's great.
that's nice. I think that's the one good thing about digitalization that, we can work remotely, stay with our loved ones, take care of our babies and all of that, right? And
Yeah,
so, yeah, I really appreciate that part of the evolution, the remote work.
yeah, it's true.
So moving back to the tech industry, I know it's huge, right? There's a lot of vacancies, but there, at the same time, there are a lot of layoffs, right? So we exactly don't know what's happening. So maybe, you can tell us a little more on why do we see so many tech layoffs despite of the, growing reliance of technology.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. In the last couple of years, we all faced big layoffs, not only in the big tech companies, yeah, like Google, Amazon, Meta, but also in the middle and small companies as well. And there are a couple of reasons for that. So first of all, it's the big extensive growth during the pandemic, which
Mhm.
forced companies to hire more and more. But later on, with the slowdown of the economic and unstable situation, companies decided to laid off some of the employees which are not needed right now for them. So this is one of the reason. And another reason is the growing technologies such as artificial intelligence, which can also automate and substitute some of the positions. So we don't need to hire at such numbers as it was before.
Mhm.
That's why we see all of these layoffs and also the cost optimization. Yes, so now investors are looking not only in the growth but also in the profit. So you see the number of startups investments also declining, which means that every company needs to think about the cost optimization, cost reduction, and that's why we see all the layoffs which are happening right now.
Yeah. And guys, to all of our viewers, if you also have any questions from your end, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. And I hope Irina will be happy to answer them, if any. And so, the layoffs has been it has been like a nightmare for a lot of people, right? a sudden like a job. You do not have one day you're working, next day you don't have job in your hand, and it has definitely been nightmare for a lot of people. So what can professionals or candidates do when they're impacted by layoffs?
Mhm. Yeah, so first of all, do not panic. If you've been impacted by the layoffs, the bad decision which you can make is to start panicking and looking at the job market and applying to every position which you consider relevant. So please don't do it. It won't help. So first, relax, take a deep breath, update your CV and the LinkedIn profile, and reach to your network. Yeah, start to telling people that you've been impacted and you're looking for the job opportunity. I saw many posts on the LinkedIn how people are searching for the job, and many reposts and recommendations are coming from them. So don't be shy. Tell about everybody about what you're looking for the position, and I'm sure good recommendations will come. And this is the best way how you can get the job. Yeah, by the recommendation, by your network, by people who already work with you or know you and can recommend. Yeah, and also remember that despite the layoffs, there are still some companies who are hiring extensively.
Yeah.
So don't worry, you will find your job. Just don't take the first offer. Yeah, think twice because this will impact your future career.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes a lot of people are not prepared for it, right? For the layoffs or any incidents or situations of that such. But now I think every individual, every professional should be prepared. Like, what if this happens, like with a plan B, right? So, how can someone plan for such situations? Always have a plan B, and also keeping that in mind that there has to be some gap because when we look for open job vacancies we see a lot of job roles, right? But at the same time nobody's landing a job. So why is this gap, and how can we prepare for such hard situations?
Mhm. Yeah. So there is some inconsistency between what companies wanted to hire right now and what candidates can propose to them. Yeah, unfortunately. So even
Yeah,
before, companies were hiring just to fill the position. Yeah, just to have the budget and spend it. So now we're hiring very carefully. Yeah, every position needs to be justified. So we're not
hmm,
hiring just to have another open position, but we're looking for the candidates who can come to the company and show the value from day one. And this is
yeah,
what you need to have in mind. Yeah. So when you're preparing your CV or your LinkedIn profile, you need to show the value for the company. Yeah. Think as the employee what they want to have right now. So which roles might be interesting. Yeah. This is, as I mentioned, cost optimizations, automation, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. These are the trends, and it's important also to stay on top on these trends. Yeah, to have some
yeah, yeah,
certificates to show it on your profile. So take your time, be prepared. So if something will come, yeah, any kind of situation, you've been laid off or you're just looking for the new opportunity, this will be your value proposition. Yeah, so this is what you will offer to the market. Also, it's important to have the little notebook with all of your achievements on your current job. Yeah. So when you
yeah,
finish the project, just mark it with some specific KPIs. If you don't know your KPIs, ask your team. Yeah. If you don't have access to this data, I'm sure your supervisor, your manager can show you the numbers and put it in your CV, because this is what you will show later to your potential employees. What are the values to the company? Yeah, because everybody wants to hire the person who already brought the value for the previous company and can start showing this value for the new company.
yeah.
So this is how
But
you can be prepared.
the industry is growing so rapidly, right? But at the same time the professionals are being they're losing track. They're not being able to catch up, like you said, maybe in terms of upskilling themselves, right? And getting knowledge, like additional knowledge that has been adding up in the industry, like artificial intelligence right now has become of like utmost importance to a lot of things, right? So how do they plan on upskilling themselves while they are, let's say, at one job right now? And then
Mhm,
like you said, those certifications, these additional courses always add up like a catalyst, right? It helps you
mhm,
make your growth faster, basically. So
mhm.
how can they manage to do that?
Yeah, if you already have a job, this is very comfortable situation. Yeah, So you can plan it in advance. So let's start with some calendar of events. Let's say for this year, you can just Google it. What are the key events with my professional area in my location or any like nearest location? Yes, and put
Yeah.
it in your calendar. Yeah, mark these dates. So I need to be on these industry events, or I can watch it online. I can listen to the recording. So this already gives you some overview, like what is happening in the market. Yeah. There
Mhm.
are also some networking events where you can go and talk to your colleagues with the industry. Yeah, and this also can give you, first of all, not only good connection, which can help you with the future job opportunities, but also give the
Yeah.
industry overview, like who you are, because people want to know the people, yeah, whom we're
Yeah.
hiring potentially. Yeah, so just put it in the plan and go on with the plan. Yeah, it shouldn't be much, but let's start, let's say, with the 10% of your time dedicating to such events or such courses. You can take it online every time when you have time. So it doesn't need to be like full-time education. Yeah, if you think that you miss it, but I'm sure no, tech is such industry where you don't need to have education every time because everything is changing. Yeah, some online courses, quick learnings, LinkedIn learning as well. Yeah, these are the great tools, and it doesn't take much time. Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's this some term called stagnation. So if you can, tell us a little more about the this particular term, stagnation in the tech market for the professionals, and how does it affect, or how can someone be alert or prepared for, such
Mhm.
things?
Yeah, so the tech industry was growing for many, many years. And I think after some, crisis which we saw in the other industries, we all have opinion that, okay, tech will be growing forever and there is no
Yeah.
limit. And then suddenly after the COVID, we see this drop and this drop is
Hmm.
continuing. Yeah, so people are losing the job. They need to upskilling. They need to change their career decisions and so on and so forth. So what is happening right now on the market? Yeah, so markets started to grow slowly. So it's not on the level as it was before the pandemic. So we're not there yet, but we're slowly recovering, which means that number of jobs opening were at the same level as it was a year ago. It's not that much, but we see this as a positive trend. Yeah, and why it's happening? So first of all, it's the big impact of the big tech layoffs. Yeah, so we changed the
Yeah.
industry completely because previously you as the candidate, you compete with the similar candidates from other companies. And now you suddenly started to compete with the top candidates from the big tech companies such as Google, Amazon, Meta. And
Yeah.
this is another level, yeah, of the preparation. So nobody was prepared for that. And I saw that many candidates were frustrated because they used that we will hire you just because you applied to this position, and that's all. And now you need really to prepare for the interview, to check information about the companies, to consider like what are possible situations which you can be asked on the interview. It's all very stressful. So in order not to
Hmm.
stress, just prepare as you will be preparing for the big tech interviews when you will pass interview in any other companies. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is one thing. Yeah, so the stagnation because of the huge layoffs from the big tech companies, but not only them. Yes, so the companies from the second and the fourth tier, we also had the layoffs and less positions are
Yeah.
opening. So again, think about strategically, like, okay, if my position on my position now, I'm not bringing the value, or it can be automated in the next couple of years, what I can do right now. Yeah, where I can learn what I can do, which recommendation I can receive just to be prepared for the potential career move or career shift. Yeah, and I also
Yeah.
would like to think about some different scenarios of your career. So if not this scenario, so what I will do. Yeah, if for example economic will continue stagnate, what I will do, what other options I have on the table. Think about yourself as the portfolio of skills, not only as like I'm e-commerce specialist or I'm software developer. And also industry will require more specialists who can connect business and the technology. Yeah, so even before it was like that, that we're hiring people like very narrow skill set, and it was in demand. Now all tech specialists, they need to understand the business, yeah, how business operates and how you connect and translate these technical requirements into business world. So
Yeah.
think about this one
So.
as well.
Right. And I think, like you mentioned, it's always good to have a plan, uh, for any unseen future or anything. Always, it's good to have a plan B, right? Be it
Yeah,
we reach the layoffs or we reach, because like you said, the stagnation, this particular thing is now going on in like one line. So I think it's always good to be prepared with like a plan B.
yeah. And also think about industries which are growing. Yeah. So think about artificial
I
intelligence, about cybersecurity, about cloud-based technologies. These are the industries which have massive growth. And here you will find
Yeah,
opportunities for yourself no matter what.
right.
Yeah. Like
That's true.
if other industries will be stagnating.
Yeah, I think even blockchain right now, it's growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
fintech. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
As so I think we have a question here, but like more like a thing that language is a big issue in Europe to get a new opportunity. I can just show it up for you here, so maybe you can read it if we can answer
Mhm.
him.
Yeah, I wanted to mention this point as well today because even though English is the common language for the tech, still some companies required to know the local language. So my recommendation would be to have at least like basic knowledge of the local language because it will help you to integrate better in the company, in the industry, in the market where you will move on. It gives you
Hmm.
additional opportunities. In terms of Germany, I know that in big cities such as Berlin, Munich, it's not the problem. So you can find a job in English, but there are some smaller cities where you need to know German just to be hired to the company. So try to look at the big international companies because they all speak English. It's not a
Yeah,
problem. In the smaller companies, of course, you need to have at least B1 level for the technical roles. If it's manager role, then you need to have B2 or C1. It's true,
right.
unfortunately.
So yeah. So maybe, once you're already there about the language, maybe you can tell us a little more about the challenges that job seekers face beside the language, when they're searching for job abroad and then, they have plans of, let's say, applying jobs abroad.
Mhm. Yeah, so I see many challenges there. So first of all, understanding the job markets. If you've never been working on this country or market, you don't know the requirements for the position. The same position as you
Hmm.
work in your home country might have different requirements in the new country. How you can
Hmm.
know it? Try to connect with the people who already working in this country, in this position, and ask them, okay, what is your daily job look like? What are you doing? Try to understand like what are the requirements for this position and how many of them you can tick and say, okay, I have this experience, and how of them you are lacking. Because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
will gives you the idea and it will also help you to prepare better for the interview. Yeah, so when you have the insights from the person who already working in the company, you can use it with your answer. So it's also like the
true.
life hack for the people who are not working in the foreign market yet. Then you are competing with the local candidates. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's not
Yes.
only the big tech employees, ex-employees who were laid off, it's also the local candidates. They don't need visa, they don't need work permit, they can start immediately, tomorrow. Why we should hire you? So this is the question which I'm always asking people whom I'm preparing for the interview, why we should choose
Yeah.
you instead of the
Yes.
local candidates. And you need to be creative there. Yeah, so what I can recommend, so first of all, companies are valuing diversity. Yeah, you can always tell that I have different perspective, I work in the different markets, I have big international overview. Yeah, so I can bring fresh ideas to your company. I have my own opinion on the things, and this is very valued, especially with the big tech companies. They value diversity, they value different opinions, persons with different backgrounds, because this can enrich their data and their products. Yeah, so
Yeah.
think about like this, not the minus, but as a plus. That okay, I don't have experience on this market, but I already have experience in the other markets, and also position yourself as the candidate who already had great career in one market, and now you just want to enrich it with the other market. So this is a bit of mental shift. Instead of asking for the job, please hire me, think about like I already had good career, now I want to move because of many reasons, yeah, family reasons, economic situation, etc. But
Hmm.
I can continue my career, yeah, I continue growth. Yes, there might be some downgrade with the move, and you need to be ready for that, but then you will continue your professional journey. So sometimes you just need to accept it.
Yeah, true. And I think the major factor is the sponsorship, when it comes to work visa. for a lot of
Mhm.
companies. But I've also seen that tech profiles do get, sponsorships compared to other roles, right?
Yeah.
International talents. So I think they have that leverage, and maybe their skills can do a good part there, while maybe during interviews and all of that, because a lot of tech roles do get sponsorships, right? But I'm like, that's just according to my understanding and my research, but maybe you can
Mhm.
tell us a little more on the sponsorship and how it works for international talents.
Yeah. It was easier before the stagnation on the job markets. Yeah, so
Hmm.
company even invited you to the interview in another country, and they paid for the tickets, and it was normal. Yeah. So now everything can be done online. Only for the last stages on the interview, you can be invited to the office for the face-to-face, just to check like that person is real and you have the good chemistry
Yeah.
with the team. So which means again, this is because of the cost cutting. Yeah, this is the only reason. Of course, there is
Hmm.
always good to tell the person to see them, but this is the reality. So what you can do, if company doesn't offer you the sponsorship, you can try to get visa by yourself. Yeah, so there are
Hmm.
many opportunities right now. In the Germany, they opened the program as a chance carta, card of chances, yeah, where you can fill the some requirements, and they could give you the job card with the job entering job market, even though if you don't have the employee right now. Yeah, so you can move to the Germany, you can start applying for the jobs. If they will choose you, you can start immediately. Yeah, so with still
Okay.
benefits. We also have the global talent visa. Yes, in the UK, you don't really need to be the talent to apply for this talent visa. It just how you bring all your cases and all your previous experience to get this visa. Yeah. There are many companies who are helping you. So my recommendation here would be, if you are not offered sponsorship, try to do it by yourself. Yeah. There are some variants always. Try to search, try to ask people who already done that. And yeah, you will get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. True. True. And I think I just have, like, one last question for you. That is, you mentioned there are a lot of layoffs that has been done from big tech companies, right? So for all small fishes out there, now the sharks and everyone have come in the ocean, in the water. So they really have to fight that battle with the big fishes, right? So how can professionals, I mean, like, what could be your tips for these professional or candidates in order to seek new opportunities or to, get through this competitive job market right now?
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So you really need to know your value. What value you can bring to the company. So sit and ask yourself, okay, what are my biggest achievements on my previous jobs, on my previous projects? Try to quantify all of them. Try to build a story behind, yes, the success story which you will tell to your potential employees. uh, Search about the companies, be prepared for everything. You can don't be waiting for a company to ask you for the case. Prepare case by yourself. Yeah, so you can always order the product. You can take a journey of the online website or mobile app. Try to find some recommendations and propose it to the company, because again, company is hiring you to solve the problems. Try to solve problems even though you are not the employee right now. Yeah, but be ready, and this will distinguish you from the other candidates who will just passively wait, like, okay, what will be my case study, etc. You are coming to the interview and you're bringing the case. You're
Yeah,
bringing your value, what you have done before, good track record, and already you have a case how I can help your company. So imagine yourself as you're already working, you have your like 3-month journey, what you will do. Don't wait for your
hmm,
manager to tell you what you need to do. Companies would like to hire people who will tell them what they need to do, yeah, and how to
yeah.
improve their digital services. So this would be my recommendations. And
So just
also,
like
again,
being like
yeah,
proactive, you
yeah,
know?
being
Yeah.
proactive, reach out to your network. Again, better recommendations coming from the people. Yeah, try to connect with your ex-colleagues, friends. Tell everybody that you're looking for new opportunities, and opportunities will come. Yeah, try to have this
Yeah.
good connection with the people, and people will recommend you. They will remind themselves about you at some point, and then we'll get back to you with some good offer at the time when time comes. So
Yeah.
you need to think about your next step, even though you have your job right now. Think about it
Hmm.
strategically, like, okay, what will be my next career move?
Yeah, it's always climbing up the stairs. You always know when, how big are you taking your next step?
Yeah, and the people relations, it's everything. Yeah. Try to
Yes.
have good connections. Never tell, bad things about your previous employees and post it online. Please don't do it. Yeah. And
Yeah,
yeah,
right. True.
opportunities will come for sure. You need to believe, yeah, that opportunities will come. Don't take, as I mentioned, don't take the first offer. Think thoroughly about your career strategically. Yeah, not only like
Hmm.
I need this job right now because it's so unstable. No, think about like how this job will be connected with my next career step. Does it worth
Yeah,
it?
true.
If not, it's better to cancel it right now and wait for another offer and take it. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Like I really like that because a lot of people take that in pressure, and then what if I don't get the job and they're taken, and the next 3 months they're leaving the job because they could
Yeah.
not, it didn't match up to what they were looking for. So instead,
Exactly.
if they took that 3 months to look for better opportunity, I think they would have landed a better, job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's true.
that's really
It's
true.
absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah. That was amazing. I thank you so much, Irina. But we do have some time limitations, which is why we have to wrap this session up. But I'm pretty sure we can always come back later in the future with other interesting topics for our communities, for our viewers, right? And yeah, anything else that you would like to add before we, wrap it up?
Yeah, thank you so much for this engaging session. So I just want to wish good luck for all the candidates who are looking for the job right now, for all job seekers, no matter in which location you are right now. Believe in yourself, prepare strong cases, be ready to fight on the interview and show your value, competing with the local candidates, and you will get there, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And networking is very important, guys. So make sure you are doing that and building good connections. And also, if you're looking for any networking opportunities, please, and for job seekers, if you're looking for job opportunities, please feel free to reach out to our website, techjobsfit.com, and you'll see all the events lined up, both in person and virtual events. And yes, you can also register for free if you're a job seeker. Well, once again, thank you so much, Irina, for joining us. It
Thank
was
you.
a pleasure having you today, and I really look forward to more sessions in the future. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a lovely day,
Thank
and thank you
you.
everyone for joining us. I hope you had a good session. Uh, you can always watch it later if you missed it by any chance. And yeah, I'll see you all until next time. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.